try it now. There we go. Welcome everybody to a little bit of prepping for Starfinder. Today we're going to be looking at some encounters, and we're going to do some aesthetics. We're going to make some images and stuff. Our crew are in the middle of the blind city. And I have the book, but you don't have to have the books. I have the hard copy. I actually borrowed this from a friend, so and I'll eventually get them back. Honestly, I will. I promise. But what's happening is they're going into the sun and into a old prison. And it's called Ezerod. What had happened was another group had come and had teleported here and then just got destroyed. So what I want to do is they're going to find some evidence. They find some bodies of these guys who were killed. And this is Starfinder, so it's not like D&D where there's just maybe a journal or something. No, this guy has his data pad. He's got his computers and things. So I wanted some pictures of the group. So what we're going to do is let's take a look here. So here's what we have. Let me go ahead and blow this up just a little bit more. We're going to right click on within the chat bar, because when we blow everything up, it's going to make everything bigger, and I'm going to lose the bottom of the chat bar. So we're going to move it up first, then we'll blow it up. Move it up, then blow it up. Boom. So now you can see, and I'm actually going to put it at 110. So you do that by typing /scale, SCALE, UI, and then a number between 50 and 200. Right now I'm at 110, so you guys can see it a little bit more. You see it takes up a lot of real estate. The windows do. But it's much bigger. It's much easier to read. So it's really just a matter of, I typically go about 80, 85 when I'm playing or running as a Dungeon Master. So find what works best for you. If you're using a projector, for example, and throwing it up onto a wall, or using a big screen TV, sometimes you can go into the higher scale UIs because you have more bigger thing to work with, or you can go down, lower. It really just depends what works best. Anyway, the point is we need to find some of these people. Alright, a mystic, a scholar, a professional explorer, 3 bodyguards. And a Verthani xenoarchaeologist named Lodcaster. Alright, so first of all, we're going to go to our images. So you have 3 different ways of displaying your toolbar over here. It can be minimized, it can be maximized, and then there's in between. So for now, we'll keep it max. while I'm thinking about it, I gave more of my money to Smiteworks. Picked up one of their Starfinder modules that's on sale this week. So I want, clicking on modules over here, I want to turn it on, make it activate. So let's see. We will search by name. Starfinder. Alright, so let's check and see what is and what is not loaded. Starfinder Enhanced. So Starfinder Enhanced, they did a lot of cool stuff. Made some changes to several different classes and things. I think the best way to explain it is to go to the Fantasy Grounds website and show you what I'm talking about. Paizo is working its way eventually to. They've made Pathfinder 2.2nd edition. They're eventually working their way to where Starfinder 2nd edition is going to come out. I want to say the end of this year, maybe next year. And the two are going to be compatible, so you can take any Pathfinder character, play in any Starfinder campaign, and vice versa. You take any Starfinder monster and throw it into Pathfinder 2e, and etc., etc. You can even have a mix. You can have a blend of Pathfinder and Starfinder 2nd edition characters all playing in the same campaign. And so sort of a halfway point to Pathfinder 2nd edition is this Starfinder Enhanced edition. Starfinder Enhanced. And what they did is it says, you can see here, from totally revised fundamentals like core classes and starship combat to brand new systems for expanding the way you play, this 192-page hardcover rules offers fresh ideas while still blending with the existing system. So it has new versions of the Envoy, Solarian, Technomancer, and Witch Warper to make them more balanced and easier to play. There's also class features and character options for every Starfinder class published to date. New archetypes, spells, equipment, and 90 new feats. Just what we need, more new feats. Rules for scalable equipment, so you don't have to trade in your sidearm. New subsystems for narrative starship combat, expanded creature companions, and new chances to spend resolve points. And then 12 playable species, including fan favorites, and new options from the shape-shifting Kitsune, the Japanese spirits, to the tiny Novians born from dying stars. So that's what Starfinder Enhanced is. Here's some cool little pictures for you, for your perusal. Anyway, so we are starting a new campaign after the Dead Suns campaign winds up, which will be relatively soon, comparatively at least. We're in the book 6 of that, so we're winding that down. So I'm going to go ahead and load Enhanced Starfinder in here. Don't know that I'm going to be using it a whole lot, but I do want to have it available. So these laptops that are open, excuse me. I didn't hit the mute like I wanted to. Sorry. I mean it's loaded. This means it's not loaded. Ports of call, load that. So I'm running a load the player's version so that players can access it. So as a DM, if you don't have the player's version loaded, it makes it a little challenging to see exactly what they can see, what they can't see. So I load them both. You don't have to, but that's what I do personally. Page 1 of 2. And I think that's everything. Yeah, that's everything. Okay. That I think that I want to worry about right now. Boom. Alright. So those are loaded. Quick little aside, it's how you can load your modules once you've purchased them. And the cool thing about Miteworks is that they will automatically update any kind of changes, any kind of updates that happen. You don't have to do anything. It'll be updated automatically within Fancy Grounds. Alright, see me drinking my dubby. Here's a little blurb in the chat. Go to dubby.com, try out the new starter kit, for example. Put Spencer 77 to save 10%. You're gonna love the taste. It's amazing. It's the only energy drink where I have enjoyed every flavor. I cannot say that for any other energy drink I've tried. I actually don't like most energy drinks. No caffeine, lots of vitamins and stuff. Gives you good energy without a crash. The taste is amazing. And sign up and you'll buy lots of BOGOs every other month or so at least. Probably even better than that. 6 weeks, 4 weeks. They send out buy one get ones. So follow the link below, or just go to dubby.com, DUBBY, and put Spencer77 in the coupon code. Save 10% for you. Support the channel for me. Everybody wins, and you get some awesome energy drink. Alright. So, having loaded that, the reason I wanted to load those modules is to give me more options and more images to choose from. And that's what we're doing now. So I'm going to hit the down arrow on some of these to give me more room. I clicked on campaign, images. Now I'm going to take a look, and we're just going to go down the list and see how many of these we can find. Berthani. So I've got interstellar species, and something broke. Graphic unable to load. Player campaign portrait for Berthani ping. Interesting. You can go to my assets under here, under library. Move the whole thing over. Gotta wait for it to load because I have a lot of assets. D&D and stuff is even worse. Come on. There we go. Alright, so you can see this window's too big because my scale UI is so high. My user interface is so high. So what you do is hold down Control, and then anywhere within the window, left click and hold, and then drag, and you can change the size of the window. Okay. Okay. Down here, refresh flow folder assets, looks like the recycle symbol. Now let's try Berthani Pure 1. Berthani Male. Berthani Female should be the same. Yep, it is the same. And the Aether Pilot is the same as him. Okay. Alright, so we have 2 Berthani to choose from. Alright, so we need a Verthani xenoarchaeologist. Alright, so let's see. I don't think it talks about the rest of the crew again. Let me check. Nope. Alright, so I'm looking here to see. Alright, so here's a corpse of a Thani woman sprawled amid a pool of her own blood. She has a data jack, a terminal, okay. So we have a Verthani woman here. Let's also check the interwebs and see what the interwebs have for us. Let's go to Verthani Starfinder. Images. Let's take a look and see what it gives us. So it gives us these two, and then here's another. A little hard to see exactly what this is. Blow it up. There we go. It's a little better. That, I can't tell if that's a t-shirt or because it looks like a heart. He's got some dermal plating. I like this image a lot, though. That's cool. Alright, but it looks like that's all there is for the Verthani. Just those 3 images. Someone drew a Verthani, but Verthani don't have tails, so I'm not sure why they gave her a tail. Alright, so we're going to add this to our collection. So to add an image to your collection, save the image. And what you can save it right to where you want it to save. In this case, I'm actually going to make it a PNG. I'm going to get rid of the white around him. So we're just going to. He is a. Cyber Verthani. I'm going to put it in my downloads because I'm not going to keep it there. I put most things in my downloads, mess with them, and then delete them as I'm done with it. So what I do is I use Pixlr, Pixlr.com instead of Photoshop because it is initially free. I use it so much that I pay them. It's a one-time premium pay. I don't use any of the premium features. I just did it because I use it so much. I wanted to give them my support, so it didn't go away. But it has a lot of the things that Photoshop would have. And like I said, there's 2 versions actually. There's a Pixlr E and a Pixlr M. I don't remember what the other version is. But there's one for people who don't do a lot, there's only a few commands on it. Makes it really simple and easy to use. And then there's the advanced version, which is basically Photoshop. So pixlr.com, check them out. pixlr.com, it's awesome. Alright, so what am I doing? I am trying to find the downloads. Cyberverthani open. Alright, so now I just go to my wand, select, click, delete, click, delete, 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 delete. Just getting rid of all these white areas, making it a PNG. There we go. So now I can move him around, stick him in different photos, different things if I want, without worrying about his background, the big giant white background. Now file, save, PNG, Cyberverthani PNG, and downloads. Alright, now the trickiest part about saving an image to Fantasy Grounds is finding your Fantasy Grounds folder, because they bury it intentionally. So that's why I have it pinned over here on the right side, under your quick access. Once you're within the Fantasy Grounds folder, you can go to Fantasy Grounds, and then you see there's images. Now, if this is something I'm going to use over and over and over, I put it in images. Hey, Atomic Hero Squad is in the house. Welcome, welcome. Check them out. They were last playing Gems of War. They also did some Mega Man 3 today. He plays different retro games and or new games like Disney Speedstorm on Twitch. Not on Twitch, on Switch, Monday through Friday. Sometimes he also does some other Nintendo things. He has a bunch of different gaming systems as well. So you never know what you're going to find besides the awesome Atomic Hero Squad himself, his twin brother, and a great fan base. So check him out. Try to do whatever we feel like. And you can even, if you watch enough, you can tell him what you want him to do. So anyway, so here, there are images. This is something I'm going to be using over and over. So I'm just going to throw this into images. You can also go into campaigns, and the one we're working on right now is Svenzone, and I can throw it into that particular images as well. So once you've added it to your Starfinder file folder, then you go to assets, and then down here, refresh folder assets. You'll see in the chat, if you have it uncovered, folder assets refreshed. So now I close this. If I go into my assets and I type in here Verthani. Oh, I'm only in portraits, that's why. All. Try it again. Verthani. So now I've got these here. Here's my if you left click on it, you can then create map record. And there it is, Cyber Verthani. He shows up here as well. I'm going to close this. So here's our 3 Verthani pictures that we have. We're making some art for the players. There was a group that showed up at a location where our crew is and got wiped out and killed. So I'm trying to find a group photo of the group who came there before they died. So we're looking for trying to figure out. So I think I'll use the cyber one. I like him. He'll be our main guy, Lod Coster. And then his group included a scholar named Evik, a mystic named Halpeta, a professional explorer named Thema, and then 3 bodyguards. So I know that one of the main guys are Verthani, and then one of the females, well, one of them was a female, and one of them is a Verthani as well. So we've got 2 so far. Well, what you can do is you can just go here, and what I'm going to do is so they find the body of one of them and his journal. So let's see if I can find where that is. Verthani Expedition, is that what I'm looking for? I don't think so. Let's see. Portal pad. Da, da, da. Okay, so I've got to find where I read that. Alright, that was the fight I did. So it's got to be after. It's got to be... Going insane, folks. I'm going insane. Moving the dice tower. Right click on it. Unlock the position. Slide it up. Because it's in my way. Alright, let's go to here. Just skimming through the titles here to see, because what I was reading through where they're going to go, what they're going to do. Here it is. Okay. All right. Everybody just calm down. All right. So it's in antechamber actually. So this is where they're going to find it. The pile of gear belonged to Evik and contains a ruined Aztec suit. But more importantly, it contains his data pad. And so the data pad goes through this whole thing about tells the story. So they are able to... I like her white hair. Yeah, it's cool. Like, reminds me of Storm from especially the picture from X-Men. Alright, so yeah, it doesn't really go into a whole lot of detail here either of what type of creatures or race the rest of the team is, which in a way is nice because I can just wing it. So I have more freedom to make them any race I want. I know they left out from the planet of Octurn. Okay, so this is where... So the reason I wanted to find this is I wanted to know where to put the pictures. Laud took months to research, plan, or travel, and assemble a team. And now it talks about him, the team. Besides Evek, Laud hired a mystic named Halpeta Ornesh, a professional explorer named Thema, and 3 bodyguards. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm unlocking here, going into here. So this talks about Laud Coster and Evek. So I'm going to put pictures of Evek. Let's put asterisk. I might do a couple of them just for like what you would have. Somebody open up your phone, they would see selfies of you. I might have a couple selfie-ish pictures of Evek. It really just depends on how quickly and how easily I can make these images. Obviously, this is just... they're going to look at them and say, oh, that's cool, and then move on. So I don't want to spend a lot of time on something that they're going to look at for 2 minutes, if that, and then move on. But this is the danger of the rabbit holes that I go down. Alright, so this is going to be Laud Coster. Laud Coster, so is talked about here. So underneath that, I'm going to read that, and I'll show them a picture. So what you do is you go here to unlock it, make it bigger so you have more room up here. You change the unidentified image to Laud Coster, and then you change it to unidentified. So what it does is, this is the identified title, this is the unidentified title. So because it is not identified, then I'm going to lock it again. The players will see Laud Coster, and when I drag it here, image Laud Coster. And so like what you can do for that's true for monsters too. If you don't know them to know what the monster is. So if you have this, just grab a monster real quick so I can demonstrate. So say we have a Akata, one of the space dogs that have, oops, I'm in the wrong images. There we go. So let's go to Akata. Ooh, a hatching Akata. That's cool. Alright. So there's the blue space dog. But you don't want them to know what this is that they're fighting. You don't want them to, I don't know, maybe you don't trust your players to look it up, or you just don't want them to, maybe they fought Akata before, but you don't want them to remember. Whatever reason, unlock it, put it as blue tentacle dog, and leave it not identified. So now when they come into when you share this image, it will be shared as blue tentacle dog. Then if they figure out what it is, you just click on identified, and now it's Nakata. So I do that all the time. I don't like sharing images that say not identified. Same thing with NPCs. So if you open up the Akata, when you drag this token onto something, or when you drag it to the what's it called, the combat tracker. I'm going to unlock it. Non-ID name. It'll just say unidentified creature. Now it'll say blue tentacle dog when I drag it into the combat tracker. And when I drag the token over there, it'll say blue tentacle dog. Again, just a personal thing of mine. I don't like having unidentified creature show up. I always like to explain what it is. What their characters would think of when they see it and they don't know what it's called. Anyway, so we've got Lod Coster. Da-da-da, we're done with him. So Evik, we don't know what Evik is besides. Let's see. Here it is. So remains of Evik and Halpata. One is willowy and 7 feet tall. The other is 6 feet. Each has black orbs for eyes like a Verthani. Alright, so far we now have 4 Verthani in this group. Halpata was, it says, a mystic named Halpata, so this can be Halpata. And a professional explorer named Thema. Okay. Yeah, so this will be the mystic Halpata. Unlock. So I'm not going to do. I'm going to change it here to. Halpata Ornish. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a group photo. I do this with all of my well, not all, but I would say most of my campaigns as well. So go to assets. This is the type in crew. So like, for example, this is my Midnight Core 7 crew group photo. It shows them all in scale with their, if they have pets, things. He's a halfling, so he's small. He's a human. This is a huge bug. So I'm going to do the same thing with the group. This group photo. I'm going to have her. No, I'm going to have all of them as an image. Because describe the Vathani expedition. So we have. I'm going to go ahead and make a list. We have Lod. So here's our team. We're going to make a team photo. Lod. Evik. Halpata. Thema. Hassan, Kazandira, cool name. Isela. Alright, so we have Laud done. We have Halpeta done. So let's open up our click free. The AI I use is Bing's Copilot. Not any particular reason beyond the fact that that's what I started with first. I actually started with a website that was very old school, and it was nice, but it's nowhere near as advanced. They very quickly became outdated. So I use Copilot now. So let's see. I want a... So the Verthani are basically, as you can see, human-ish with black orbs for eyes. So let's go with a science fiction. So Evik is a what did he call himself? He called himself a scholar? Yeah, a scholar. So let's go with, see what he comes up with when I say draw a science fiction human scholar with black orbs for eyes. And we'll just start with this and tweak it and see what we need to do as we go. You can see some of the ones that I've done before. Street urchins, the sun's corona. This is not bad at all. I don't mind this one. Alright, so let's see. I don't like all of the robots and stuff. All the robotic features. Looks more cyborg than anything else. I don't mind the eyes like that, but let's go back. Alright, so let's try. So we're going to go back to this. Copy it. Bane TBC. Welcome, welcome. I like the add a futuristic book in their hand without hands or a body shot. Well, that's the whole point. We'll then do that. So will then add the upper body, sometimes full body. So we'll check it out. See? Boom. Okay, so this is way too robotic for what I'm looking for. So science fiction human scholar. Let's try so I copied the original thing. I'm going to do new topic. Paste it back in there. We're going to say with solid black eyes. So maybe by getting rid of the word orbs, I abuse Copilot and Leonardo AI to make up pictures to abuse. Nice. And by the way, appreciate it, you stopping by, Bane. Welcome, welcome. See, this is not. They're not solid black like we want. So what we're looking for, Bane, if you weren't here earlier, is Verthani pictures. So these are aliens that have looks humanoid, humanish, but with solid black eyes. So that's why I was using that. The previous pictures were closer to what I was looking for. I heard Leo is pretty good. Never used it myself. Yeah, I agree. I had never heard of Leonardo AI, but and I have not used it. Like I said, Copilot is the only one I've used. All right, so let's go back to new topic. Let's go back to our original choice with black orbs for eyes. Holding a data pad. Copilot is simpler, but there are things that it just won't start with. Yeah, there are definitely. I use it a lot. I've now made a lot of pictures. I mean, and used it for a lot of things, and when it does what I want it to do, it is amazing. Some of the things it does is just phenomenal. But there are other things that I just there's a race of frog people that only have one leg, and I tried for probably half an hour all these different things, and no matter what I tried, I could get this futuristic alien frogs, some great pictures, but I could not get it to only give me one, have them stand on one leg. So to add a little something to a session, they are all wonderful. Yeah, so then that's the whole point. Like I said, this is something that they're going to look at for about 2 minutes. If I'm lucky, it'll be 2 minutes, maybe just a few seconds, and then move on. So I don't want to spend a whole lot of time. The original ones that they had with these this is the best so far, so I think I'm just going to go with this. I'm just going to go with this guy. I don't want... The other one was too cybernetic. This is very Obi-Wan Kenobi-ish. So you click up here, you do download. Again, I throw things into my downloads initially, and then when I'm done with them completely, I throw them away. We're gonna call him Evic. First, it's the first picture of Evic I've downloaded. Save. So now I want to go into my other images and see what I have for check assets or images. Either one works. I want to make sure they're all. And let's just type in bodyguard. It's not a bad one. It's not a bad one. I might use her as one of the guards. I like that one a lot. So let's see what just happens if I just type in guard. I have a lot of dead bodies. I should say dead body images. It's a cool picture. Alright, so I still like my bodyguard here. That's a nice one too. She's a Lashunta with the antennae. See the animated tokens. Very cool, very cool. Guardian robots. So what I'm trying to do is come up with a group picture. Use a Vesk. I like this one a lot. Another Vesk. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, so Spathany, which is made of bugs. They are a colony of bugs. It's a cool race. I have a player who's plays one of those. Alright, so I'm going to hold on to my assets for a minute. If I already have the image, I don't need to create the images. Still creepy, Sven. It beats a crayon doodle. Yeah. That's right. Let's go to guard. Alright, so let's find these. Looks like I will have these. Let's see. Here's the Demaic Guardian. I think I'm going to stick with this one. Store guard. Dun dun dun. Very cool. Alright. I don't think any of the vanguards were what I wanted. Let's see. Bantrid Speedster Vanguard. Interesting. Alright, let's go back to these. Where was I? Let's see. It was... The ones I liked was the Vesk, who was... It's just called Security Guard. Here he is. Thank you. I need 3, so I have 2. And the other one I liked was the... That is cool. It's a really cool player image. I like it a lot. Bodyguard, okay. Bodyguard mercenary. There he is. Alright. So there are our 3 victims. So what we do is we can assign them names. I want to double check. So I've named. Did I name her already? Yeah, Helpetta. So if we open up images, I'm pretty sure it looks for that. Alright, so it did not. Alright, so I'll need to remember which is which. So when we go here, we go to Helpetta. We're going to say Rathani Pure 1. That's the image I'm using for her. For Lod, Lod was the cyber Rathani. So let's go find the exact name of his image. Actually, it's right here. Lod Coster. Cyber Rathani. Cyber Rathani. Alright, and then the 3 guards are Asan, Kazindira, and Isela. So this will be Kazindira. She's simply called guard. And then what I'm going to do is open it up again, unlock it. Oh, this is read only. So when it's read only, go to images, back to guard. All you have to do is click it in the list, drag it, click and hold, drag it and let go, and it'll make a copy. Close the original. Now you can unlock it and mess with it. And then her name is Kazindira. Emenios. There you go. Boom. And she is now unidentified. And we'll have this Vesk be Isela Holland. This read only also. Nope, it's just locked. Okay. Isela Holland. Is the security guard image. And then Asan is the bodyguard mercenary. Again, you have a read only, so we just grab it, let go, makes a copy, open up the copy, close this, make it unidentified, unlock it. His name is Asan Delothi. There you go. So now I just need Evic and Thema. Thema Ket is a professional explorer. Okay. So again, just going to open up assets. And let's just see what it says when we say explorer. The Spathne, what is this? That's pretty cool. It is a Triziarca. And we also have her. It doesn't really say explorer to me, whereas the Triziarca does. Alright, so let's go to our images again. So I like looking in the assets because not all the assets are in my images and vice versa. So this actually gives me a Luminous. We saw Spathne and Triziarca. So it's the same three that are here. So we're going to do him. Is he read only? He is. Okay. Make copy. Unlock it. Not identified. This is Themaket. Themaket, baby. Themaket is called the Triziarca. Is that what it was? It is. Wow. Triziarca Explorer. Okay. Makes me want to look them up, see what they are, see what they do. Good to go. We also have a Dwarf Explorer. That's pretty funny. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Some nice portraits for explorers. Alright, I'm doing it. I'm looking it up. Let's see. Alien Archive 4. Aliens T. Triziarca. I would presume this is a playable race. Let's see. Just looking at this real quick. Yep, it is. It's a playable race right here. Medium humanoids. Flexible with double jointed elbows and knees. They gain bonus to acrobatics and bonus to escaping grapple. They have tattoo magic. So let's look at the did I close the image already? Yeah, I guess I did. Cool thing is you can pop open. So what I did, if you didn't follow that, by the way, is I clicked on books, scrolled down to the Alien Archive, clicked on this, which opens up this. You can also go to modules, reference manual, same way. And then I clicked on it, the aliens here. If you click on the ribbon, it then pops that out. So now I have this as well. You can then open the book right from here. You can also then share it with players, or drag it down here to a hotkey if you want to find this again. So there's the image, what they look like. Let's see, can I pull the image out? I can't. Okay. So they have tattoo magic. So again, this is a player race. If you play this, you can have tattoo magic. They're magical ooze symbiotes. Can manifest in many forms. Upon reaching this, they get a 0 level mystic spell, a 1st level mystic spell at level 5. And then they can tattoo, they can transfer to other creatures. Once a day, you spend a minute in contact with a willing creature to place their magic, granting that creature the tattoo magic ability. And it says other creatures. Once per day, it can spend a minute in contact with a willing creature. Alright, so I guess you can only do it to one other creature. Alright. But, not counting their own from being a Trizarca, so the Trizarca can trade with each other their tattoos. Very cool. I like Trizarca. +2 to Dex, +2 to Wisdom. They have a minus to their intelligence. And then this gives them a lot more information for those of you interested. Here's another Trizarca. A Legacy Captain. Very cool. Okay, so that's what they are. Alright, so then what I'll do is, I haven't decided, I might just share all the different photos, or I'll just do like a scrapbook. So what you do is, in images here, I'm going to go to my uncategorized, right click, create an item. This is going to be the Lod took months to research a planar travel and assemble a team. So I'm going to say Lod Costers Gateway Team. And then what you do is you go to your assets. The easiest way to do it is go to assets. And then I'm going to grab this. Drop it in. Lod Coster is the cyber. Verthani. Drop him in. And then we have the Verthani Pure one. Click, left click and drag, drop. We already have the Trizarca Explorer, Thema. So Asan is the bodyguard mercenary. Just need the guard and the security guard. So I'm just going to put guard, which will pull up both. Guard and security guard. Boom. So I have everybody except Evik. And then what I can do. So if I was doing a group photo, see you can adjust these and change these. Oops. Hold Shift to maintain the original So if it's all weird like this, you can hold shift and adjust. Actually, no, let's see. I'm going to delete this because I messed up the image. Put it back in. And it's assets. Drop it. Alright, so if you hold shift, you then cannot squish it like I did before. It'll maintain the aspect ratio. That's the word I was looking for. Alright, so here's the guards. They are hold shift. So the this race, the Shunta, are same height as humans. Vesk are a little taller, so she'll be a little bit shorter than this guy. They don't really talk about how tall they are, so we don't know. I want him to be about 6 foot. He's a big boy, so make him a little bit bigger, but not that big. And you can just pull him to the front like this. Over here in the layers, pull it up. Oh, I forgot. Hold shift. There we go. So they're about the same size as what I wanted them to be. They are also tall. And our normal dude is also going to be about 6 foot. This is pretty much a tall group overall. There you go. So this is about the height of them all. So, so I have a couple choices here. I can drop these, make copies, and throw these. Get rid of all the white so that they're all pings like this, which is what I usually do. Oops. There we go. But again, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, so I'm just going to sort of make it like a scrapbook that this guy made of the group. And then we're going to take it and put it in the background. I'm going to add a paint layer, plus paint layer down here. Rectangle, fill. This is stroke. We're not going to use the stroke. We're going to flip, switch swatches to the fill. We are going to use the fill, and it's white. That's what I wanted. So we're going to take and we're just going to draw the square. Like so. Boom. Then just take this painting layer and drop it all the way down to the bottom. Boom. So there's our group. We go back to the layers and make sure that layer selection, not stamp, is on there. I'm going to go ahead and move him over a little bit. Move him. There we go. So if I want, we could even adjust this a little bit. There we go. So there's Lodcoster's Gateway team. We're then going to drag this record link over to, oops. Delete this. We're going to lock this because we're done. Take this record link, drag it here, let go. Image. Boom. So there's Evik, Halpeta, Thema, and the 3 bodyguards. So let's switch Asan. We're going to switch these two. Everybody else is in order. We'll just move these over. So we click layers. This is Asan, Cassandra, and Isela. Alright, so move her over, move Asan over. And because he's there you go. So now they're in order. Just gonna move her up a little bit. So it's not quite as weird looking. So there's the team. Now, was any of this included in there? No. Was any of it necessary? No. But I think it adds a bunch to the PlayStation, the play session, by having this image that they can look at. Now we lock it. Gives faces and names. So now, as they find the bodies and the armor and the different things from them, they can be imagining this and keeping this in the back of their mind. There's Lod. Oh, I still don't have Evik, so we need to add Evik. I forgot. So we just need to, I'm going to put some asterisk next to him. To remind me to add him. So he is the mystic. He is the one we've been messing around with in this. Our AI. Why did this go here? That's weird. I must have clicked a button by mistake. Alright, go back home. Go to Copilot. Alright, so let's try again. Let's see. We have science fiction scholar. So instead of a science fiction scholar, I'm just going to say a futuristic. Draw a futuristic human scholar with let's see, I'm trying to figure out a way to word the eyes correctly, because black orbs didn't really work. Solid black eyes didn't work. So let's try inky black eyes. Probably going to do portraits. Place the scholar in a high-tech library. I might do that just to so I can get a full body. So you can have 2 robotic. They're not cyborgs. So let's try place the scholar in a high-tech library. This is not bad if he wasn't so computerized, so cybernetic. Um, I'm just gonna say, let's go back up here. New topic. I'm going to get rid of futuristic or sci-fi at all. Human scholar. I'm just going to get rid of human. Draw a scholar. Inky black eyes with solid black eyes in a high tech library. Okay, just change the expression. Again, I'm spending a lot of time on this one character, and I'm very close to giving up. I might just also, the suit is interesting, not quite the look, yeah. Yeah, is that, I guess they incorporate a scholar as being wearing a tie. Here we go. And why a scholar would have a camera? Not sure where that came from, but okay. So last thing I'm going to do is just search the Googles for images. Chink. Here we go. It's not bad. Not bad at all. That's pretty cool. It's nothing close to what I'm looking for, but it's an interesting image. Alright, now they're getting just way off base. That's not bad. Very scientist, cyberpunk character. Okay, okay. Interesting. Clearly a photography scholar. That's right. That's what he is. The photography scholar. That's why he had a camera. Alright, here's a little, okay, it's like a gnome. Goblin. I don't know. I'm leaning toward this guy. He's not bad. Let's try futuristic scholar art. He's not bad. Let's take a look at him. I don't know. I'm really getting pretty cool vibes from this thing. He could be a Verthani. Let's see. I don't know. Let's keep going. What is this? A little overdone on the stuff. I could just crop this out though. I could easily just cut this off, leave him with the giant tome. This is also a good picture. Final Fantasy 14. Okay, so he's from Final Fantasy. Don't really want to use something that mainstream. This isn't bad. Ooh, this is pretty cool. Alright, so we're having better luck here. This is more Verthani feel to it. It's a fox? I don't know what animal that is. Okay. Alright, well... I do like this guy a lot. Medieval. Okay, so this gives us a couple good choices. He's back up here. I like the tats and the symbols on his face hole, all up on the sides of his face and stuff. So I think I'm going to go with that one. This is not bad, but it's just too piloty. You know, bomber jackets and stuff. And so let's go with this guy. And his name is Evik. What is going on? Save. Go to pixlr.com real quick. Come on. Get rid of all that white. Open image. They actually sort of match. They could be the same person. And then click, delete. Use the marquee select. Nope. Stop. Okay, it's still got it selected. Why is this still selected? I don't want this selected. There we go. Back to the wand select. Alright. We have our scholar. File. Save. 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 Then we go to our... Alright, so last thing we just need to throw him on here. So we go to Fantasy Ground. Open in a new window. Wow. My daughter was saying stuff, so I got distracted for a second. Alright, here we go. Images. We're going to use this again. Yes, I like this one a lot. Copy the images. I'm actually going to change this to Scholar because A, B, C, D, E. Evic. I'm going to rename it to Scholar Guy, because in case there's other images that say Scholar. Go to our assets. Refresh. Go to Scholar. Create map record. Can I do it from the image? No, you can't. Okay, so you gotta go to assets again. And then drag him here. Boink. We will zoom out. We will take the background. Just unlock it. Take the white background, the painting. Zoom over. Go to layers. We're on the painting layer. We will slide. And then we will take Evic, Scala guy, move him over, and he's going to be a shorter guy. Hold shift to make sure it maintains. Put him there. There you go. Boom. And then we can take the outside layer, painting. Bing, bang, boom. We are finished. Alright, so I got a jet. Today is Tuesday. We'll be doing some D's and the other D's on Drake Takes channel. I actually have his swag on right now. Little Drake Takes. So thanks for hanging out. Bane TBC, appreciate you stopping by, helping me out a little bit there. Thanks. Atomic Hero Squad, appreciate you being around, hanging out, and saying hi. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I will see you guys tomorrow, more than likely. If not, I'll be there for the D's and the other D's at Wednesday nights. Thursday, I will also be back streaming again. So, thanks for hanging out. If you want to find out about this particular campaign, then did I spell it right? Is it just social? No, without an S? Then check out, Spencer77 YouTube. This is the Dawn of Flame, so you can see how they got into the sun and why they're there at all. Also, don't forget to check out Dubby. It is an awesome energy drink. I almost want to say an alternative to energy drinks because it's not really like most energy drinks. It's better for you, better tasting. Use Spencer77 to save money. But don't forget to like, subscribe, whatever else you do. Enjoy the rest of your day.